G'day everyone, welcome to the April update of what I've got on my workbench. Three plastic models from Tamiya all on the go still. Firstly the Mika Salo Tyrrell. Done absolutely nothing to this since the last update. This is the model I built up during the club meetings of the local model club, and because of the COVID-19 situation we're not having the physical meetings, so we're still running them on Zoom, but I'm not getting anything done with that. One thing I have found out though is the reason why I was having issues getting the bodywork to fit properly is because the floor tray has got a big warp in it. I don't know if you can see that, but it moves up and down. It's got its big arch in the floor tray, so that will need to be rectified before I get any further on that kit anyway. Secondly, Kimi Räikkönen's Ferrari 2009. Done the wheels and tyres here. Decided to sand down the tread of the wheel, or the tyre rather, to get a bit of a roaded look to it. I also elected to go with the decals in the kit, as opposed to using the template for the spraying, which I experimented on the inside of this rear wheel. So this is using the photo etch template and then shooting some matte white through the airbrush on it, but can't quite get a really crisp edge to it because of the contour of the sidewall of the tyre. So I think it would have been great on a 1970s era Formula One, but not for 2009. So I've gone for the decals. Wheels are really nice on this, but they're going to get largely covered up with the wheel covers that ran on this car. All of these other parts were all pretty much done in the last update. I've also got all of the bodywork has now got at least a coat of primer on it. Bring this in here. So some of these pieces still need to have some work. The primer has revealed a few flaws that need to be fixed up, especially in this main monocoque part. But a lot of these bits here are now ready for red. I think the nose cone's probably going to be okay as well. So getting progress there. I have put some of the red already on some parts on the sprue, just using the Tamiya TS85 that was made specifically for this kit. I just decant it and run it through the airbrush. So it's on these wing end plates. For example, they've just had one light coat, so there's still some work to go on those, and hopefully the metallic side of it's going to start coming through when get a bit of a heavier gloss coat on those. And then finally, the Taka-Q Toyota. There's been quite a bit of progress on this. I haven't done anything on the bodywork as yet, just been working on the chassis. So all of the chassis is pretty much done, other than the turbochargers and exhausts and the intake with regard to the intercoolers. But as far as all the cockpit's done, the main bodywork is going to cover up a lot of this, so the front suspension and the steering and this sort of hand brush stuff at the front, that's all going to get covered up. Won't be able to see it, but it hasn't come up too bad. The seat belts are hand painted. I wasn't going to get into the bother of buying aftermarket belts for this. You can buy some really great aftermarket stuff to really lift these kits, but by the time you buy that, you've spent more money on just a few pieces than what the kit was worth in the first place. So, and I'm just building this basically out of box. I'm not going to get into putting wiring and all of that sort of stuff on the detail of the engine. Just going to run it as it comes out of the kit. Although, having said that, I have added the red and black wires to that electronic box in the passenger side. I saw someone else had done that on the internet. I thought it looked quite cool. It was an easy thing to do. Then there's the dashboard and steering wheel. Decals for the gauges, but everything else there is hand painted. It's a matte blue on the rim of the steering wheel. The intercoolers and the intake plenum, which will end up going on the top here, so that's had to be glued together and matched up, and that's now ready for paint. And a bit of work to go on the turbochargers and exhaust. There's two sets of these, one for each side, being a V8 engine, so still a bit of work to finish off this part of the model, and then it'll be on to the main bodywork. And then there's also the headlight inserts. They'll go into the main body, so these are just a matte black, but the bit of silver, and then the clear lens is just put in there with a bit of water-based glue that dries clear. And then the next part of this is going to get into the main bodywork, which will be a big job because there'll be a lot of masking involved with this particular colour scheme. So that's where things stand with the three kits on the go at the moment. If you've got any questions about any of these, by all means throw them in the comments and I'll provide answers to them. Otherwise, subscribe to the channel, hit thumbs up if you like this, and we'll catch you around next episode. Oh, one more thing. It didn't go to the carpet monster. The rain light in the Ferrari, when I was looking through the instructions of another kit, it just fell out of the paperwork into my lap. So I don't know how it got there, but it's not lost. So that's back to how it should be.